Let's talk about that parade. You know who's going to be in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade?
The $1 Million Band.
And the Crimsonettes were dancing for the Rockettes. I'm serious.
Wow.
Hey, Rockettes, call me. I'll come kick my gams with it.
Isn't there a height requirement for that?
Yes, I actually have a friend who is a Rockette.
Do you make the height requirement?
Yes, but I don't have the flexibility. I might pull a muscle or become in a wheelchair for life if I try. And it's hard. They do like 900 kicks a show, and they have like 3 shows a day.
Well, I saw they do the thing outside of Macy's right at the beginning of the parade, and then they go back and like do all of their shows. So like no dinner for them. So I guess maybe that's the unfortunate part of being a Rockette. It ended up being a beautiful afternoon across North Alabama, southern Middle Tennessee. We got to enjoy plenty of sunshine. It was just a touch on the breezy end of the spectrum, but that breeze was out of the south, so it actually helped us. It did some good. Temperatures climbed into the mid and upper 50s across northeast Alabama. Everybody else climbed into the lower 60s. Lower 60s are seasonal for this time of year. Not as cold tonight as we have been the last several nights. A mostly cloudy sky and a wind slightly out of the south are to thank for that. Temperatures only dropping into the upper 30s. Most of us aren't going to drop much lower than the lower 40s. Certainly a nice change of pace. Here's what your Thanksgiving looks like. Now, if you look at the temperatures, Thanksgiving actually looks pretty nice. 43 at 7, 55 by 11, 55 by 3. Looks like we'll finish the day right around 56 or 57 degrees. 52 by the time we get to 7 o'clock. Here's where the bad part comes in. We are talking about an opportunity for rain, especially once we get beyond the lunch hour. The first half of the day actually looks relatively dry. Now, where's that opportunity for rain coming from? Well, it's coming from our next cold front, which by Thursday morning is still going to be back off to our northwest. And by Thursday morning, we're going to be talking about a fair amount of rain across northwest Mississippi, southwest Tennessee, maybe up into Nashville, a good chunk of Kentucky, up into Ohio and Indiana. Talking about a fair amount of rain back across Arkansas and then down into portions of Louisiana. Bear that in mind if you are traveling early tomorrow morning or if you have anybody traveling into you tomorrow morning. By the time we get to the later part of the morning, early into the afternoon, 11:30, 12 o'clock, talking about a fair amount of rain across northwest Alabama, Lauderdale, Colbert, down into Franklin County, also up into southern Middle Tennessee, maybe Giles and Lincoln County. Also beginning to see a little bit of rain develop across the I-65 corridor. That could be important if you are heading up to Nashville to pick anybody up from the airport during the later part of the morning. By the time we get to the heart of the afternoon, 3:30, 4 o'clock, we're talking about a fair amount of rain across northeast Alabama, Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall counties. Now we're talking about rain across I-59 over in northeast Alabama. Everybody else is just talking about a couple of scattered showers. Not everybody's going to get wet at the exact same time tomorrow, and tomorrow's not going to be a complete wash. But we are going to keep the opportunity for rain in the forecast through the entirety of the afternoon and even through a good chunk of the evening. It's not until we get to 10:30, 11 o'clock at night that we finally begin to dry out and clear out across the Tennessee Valley. That clearing process is going to continue as we head into the early part of Friday morning, and then through Friday afternoon, we're actually going to get to enjoy a lot of sunshine. But that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to warm up on Friday afternoon. This is what I've got for you on Black Friday. Temperatures only climb into the low and mid 40s. A little warmer than that for the weekend. 57 on Saturday, 55 degrees on Sunday. Heading down to the Iron Bowl this weekend. Fantastic weather down in Auburn. Plenty of sunshine. Temperatures hanging out in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Game starts at 2:30. Have a good look at the next 7 days. We can focus on the early part of next week since we just talked about everything else. 55 on Monday, 60 on Tuesday, 64 degrees by the time we get to next Wednesday. And of course, one last look at Thursday, Friday, and the weekend. That's all I got for you this evening.